Just a short video today. I had the flu for a week. I guess it's going around for a lot of people. Max and Raven are doing really well. You can see them down there eating their dinner, having a great time. There's so much fun still. They were so good while I was sick. They let me sleep. They didn't bother me. So it worked out perfect timing. Had someone come over, Kathy, that I met last year on Vancouver Island, and I'm going to be doing some work on her ambulance. So little bits you'll see today, and I'll do more as I continue on next week. And I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me. It's the first Demers ambulance I've ever worked on. Well, this is Nancy. Introduce yourself, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I met Nancy last year on French Beach on the Vancouver Island, where we also ran into Jeffrey Bear and Brent from Brent's van life. So Nancy came by all the way from Saskatchewan. I can't remember the name of the town again, but she'll tell me. It's right on the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border. Anyways, I'm going to be installing a new Renogy DC to DC charger with built-in MPPT, solar panels, 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, a couple new lithium batteries, and taking out our old stuff. And there's a few other things I'm going to be in. It's a really nice truck. It's a 2012 Ford Demers built, and what I like about it is I can stand up in it. Well, to access the existing electrical connection for the battery isolator and the knife switch, I had to remove the driver's seat. So I've got that out. The unit itself was originally mounted on the wall, but it was on the floor ever since Nancy got the vehicle. So we're going to take it apart, have a look at it, and see what I can do for the changes to put in the new equipment and remove the old. So I got the cover off the isolator, and you see it's a big whack of wires, and you just missed a little shock because somebody had cut some wires and the ends were sticking out. So just when I was touching it, the power touched the chassis. There's a lot of other fixtures on it. It does have a current meter on there. I'm not sure what that's hooked up to, and it's got a lot of battery connections to the starter battery. So I'm going to disconnect the house batteries, disconnect the truck batteries, because when I disconnect all this, I don't want to scare Nancy with a big bang.
No.
Or a little Lucy dog, which you'll probably see later, right? But yeah, so this has to be all taken apart. Oh, the seat out, I got Nancy to clean up underneath the seat and make a little better working area. So we've got all the cables disconnected. There was several extra cables that were cut or not used anymore. Not too happy with the ground wire that was on there. I'm going to actually add an additional ground because we're going to be putting the DC to DC charger in on the back. So with that all cleaned up, it's ready to go, and everything, I labeled everything that was existing, so we know where everything's going to go. So I think it's starting to look a little better, and we'll clean it up and get it going. Well, it may look beautiful, but I don't think I'm going to be doing the solar today. Hopefully the snow will clear off in a few days, and we can get back to work. At least I got her seat and everything back in the front. I'm happy for that. But, yeah, it does look nice, just not very good for working in. Well, you can see I've got the panel remounted. I'd say it's about 95% connected. Still a couple small things to do. A couple of wires that were on the panel before. I don't know 100% where they go to because they were never labeled, but I believe one was for the radio, one was for the spotlight, and the other one we'll figure out.
And so that's in.
And stay tuned for part 2 of working on Nancy's ambulance.